Good morning. For Traders Exclusive, this is George Tkaczuk with RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. What I'd like to do is talk about the equity markets. As we talked about the equity markets last week, the equity markets are still looking for a bottom, and we're not sure if it's reached there. However, there are some improvement in individual stocks. The indexes themselves are still struggling, and everyone's wondering why we're going to get that second leg down. Well, if we take a step back, last Monday was a pretty ugly reversal day, meaning we opened higher and it closed on the lows. Ever since then, throughout the week, the S&P and the NASDAQ traded higher, running into this 200-day moving average right below it, and kind of having trouble getting above that, struggling. Specifically the NASDAQ, the FANG stocks are looking pretty bad and ugly, kind of losing support levels, hanging on to life supports, not really looking that well. Whereas S&P is a little bit more constructive, hanging above its 12-month exponential moving average, kind of a little bit of the line in the sand, whether or not we're going to go in some kind of bear market or this is just standard correction. Of course, we have the elections going on, so expect a lot more volatility today and tomorrow and perhaps the day after. So for the active trader, it could be just sitting tight right now. But one of the things I do want to bring up, why I'm saying some things do look improved, if we look at individual stocks, the breadth seems to be improving, meaning there are stocks that are reporting earnings, breaking out, having a high volume movement, and holding that movement. So just going to go through a few names here. It's not a trade recommendation or anything, but these are just the kind of stocks you should just keep on your watch list. Then if the market does eventually recover, hopefully, these are the kind of stocks you want to be looking at. So for instance, biotelemetry, that symbol is BEAT, reported earnings, big gap up, and held that closing price for a number of days. Similar with Star Surgical, symbol STAA, had an earnings reaction, positive, gapped up, and held it the subsequent days. Merit Medical Systems, symbol MMSI, traded down. However, it traded that high volume close of that day, held it over the next couple of days, and continued to move higher. Same with Edwards Life Sciences, symbol EW, traded up after earnings and continued to hold that level. And last Friday we had Repligen, symbol RGEN, another medical stock, holding that high volume close this morning despite a bit of a down market. Now we're also seeing similar action in some retailers. Deckers, symbol DECK, nice gap up on earnings, moved about 15% higher since that time. Under Armour, symbol UAA, also gapped up on earnings. Next day slipped below that closing level. However, now it's trading higher above that 2 days later. Estee Lauder, symbol EL, similar type action. And this week we'll be waiting to see how Crocs, CROX, or Fossil, FOSL, that are holding them up well and report, and many stocks are reporting. Now, so these are not buy recommendations, these are just the kind of stocks, the kind of action you want to see. And if we start seeing more and more of this across the board, then perhaps prior to the indexes, individual stock starts to move, it may giving us a hint rather, what the market really wants to do. But again, sit tight, expect a lot of volatility. We might get that other leg down. Everyone's looking for it. A lot of times markets like to fool everyone, so you never know what's going to happen here. So as I always say, let price and volume be your guide, and then that's all you need to do. You just watch that price and volume, that'll tell you which way the market wants to go. So this is George Tkaczuk, with RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Have a great trading week.